Come and show me the way. Hey, come baby, show me the way. Come and show me the way. You know you wanna show me the way. No more playing games. Hey, come baby, show me the way. Come on, demonstrate. You know you wanna show me the way. Ah, yeah. Wavy, baby. Show when I stroke, she a great baby, bounce on my body, she a wine for me, no time to leave, no say bye to me, no. Real bad man, me I love enough body, the body make her never say she love me now. Real God kid from my brother, me I roger that. It's not war, if it's war, me I bring in that. Lady, show me the way, cause you're bad, need to go bounce, cause you bad, One time if you really hustle for the green, 2 times if you're taking 1 for the team. New level, new teas, good time we are make cream. Yeah. Show me the way. Hey, come baby, show me the way. Come and show me the way. You know you wanna show me the way. No more playing games. Hey, come baby, show me the way. Come on, demonstrate. You know you wanna show me the way. Ah, yeah. Show me the way. Baby, show me the way. Vibe on replay. Replay every day. Kuna moja tu. Wapi ya santi. Let's go auntie. Let's go for auntie. Come and show me the way. Hey, come baby, show me the way. Come and show me the way. You know you wanna show me the way. No more playing games. Hey, come baby, show me the way. Come on, demonstrate. You know you wanna show me the way.
It does kill it.
You made the decision to play Thiago. Klopp doesn't change the system since move back left. You don't want to change from the 4-3.
Boom, what's going on, people? We are back again on the Jerry James Show for another preview. Yes, apologies, we're supposed to be at 7 p.m. Last night. However, I had a family emergency I had to tend to. So, yeah, that wasn't going to happen. But look, we're here. We're live and direct. We're in the building. We're going to get a quick preview underway. I know it's lunchtime, so we're going to get in all your questions, all your answers, all your queries surrounding the game. We're going to get the stats, of course. That's the part of the show where Jerry knows bets, and I'm going to make sure that I'm giving you the best stats. And if you're a betting man, if you're someone that's going to do, trying to banter with your friends and bet with them that, you're going to do this and Liverpool are going to beat Chelsea or not, then this is obviously the show to be at. Big up to everyone in the building. Make sure we are smashing a like on the video. Anytime you see me on this screen, whether it's, on a replay, if you're watching this on Twitter, Twitch, wherever it is, get your head over to YouTube, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification button as well, man. Hit that bell icon. That way you know exactly when we're going to be going live. And especially after this game, the way I feel it's going to pan out, and we're going to get into it, I do feel as though, listen, that tactics board tomorrow is going to be lit. So make sure you're joining us for that one as well. But for everyone in the building, make sure you're smashing a like. Hope you're all well. Before I get into the building, before I get into the chat, big up to Mr. Brooks in the building saying, big up JJ in the chat. Hope Liverpool can press on tonight. Listen, that's exactly what it is, man. We've got honesty in the building as well. We've got many more on Twitch. Twitch is actually popping today, so big up to the man them on Twitch. Guys, head over, salute everyone in the chat as well. If you're in the chat, if you're watching, and you're not trying to engage, make sure to just comment in that you're engaging as well, and we can get straight into it. But look, as always, I like to start with Jerry's knows bets surrounding the game. And look, and it's a game that, it's for me anyway, it's big, like as Klopp discussed, it's business as usual. And of course, we had the emotional game against Norwich, but it was always going to be an easy game. Norwich, 6th, 7th in the championship, looking to get into those playoff spots, but aren't the best team in the championship. And for a side with the quality of Liverpool, It's a game that we should definitely be winning 100%, and we know that. But if we're going to be really honest, this is the game where it starts. Chelsea's the game where it starts. Chelsea has always been that team to party poop. You know, we go back to Gerrard's unfortunate slip back in 2012-13. That obviously hurt a lot. We go back to Chelsea on numerous occasions, even earlier this season. You know, them drawing against us. You know, not really having a team to gel with. Obviously, us having a completely new midfield, it didn't necessarily bode well, and they played really well, and in passages actually looked better than Liverpool. However, the season's been terrible. And I think this, although, look, Chelsea's position in the league would suggest that Liverpool are favourites and outright favourites, and it's understandably, and it's fair to say, very understandably so. This is a game where anything can happen, and every team is going to be going and trying to go and ruin what will be Klopp's final games, especially considering his games at Anfield. So it's going to be a massive game for the fans, massive game for the players, and a massive game for Klopp as well, because this is going to set precedent for the next, for the future games that are coming up, especially that Arsenal game that we've got on the weekend as well. So, look, massive game. And we're going to get straight into it, guys. We are going to get straight into it. Big up to everyone in the building. Hope you're doing well. First stats, man. Let's get into it. Each of the last 7 meetings between Liverpool and Chelsea in all competitions has finished level. It's the longest run of consecutive draws between 2 top-flight clubs in English football history. Yeah, let's just be honest, man. The amount of draws, the amount of draws that us as a team are able to are attaining or earning or losing, conceding, however you want to put it, against Chelsea is very, very concerning. And 7 is ridiculous. 7 is ridiculous. 7 consecutive draws. Look, I'm going to be honest. If you're a betting man, you wouldn't put it past Liverpool drawing this game, you know. And that's the Liverpool before the news of Klopp leaving. I would hope that the news of Klopp leaving, the kind of the final lap, the final dance, the last dance, if you want to call it that. I mean, a Scouse version of Michael Jordan's ultimate, or Michael Jordan's kind of penultimate season, or ultimate season at Liverpool. It's there, but 7 draws. You would hope, obviously, that changes things around. But 7 draws is something to obviously take in note of. Liverpool have lost just 1 of their last 11 Premier League games against Chelsea, winning 4 and drawing 6. And obviously, the last 7 have been draws. Though we are winless in 6 against the Blues. So we've actually, in our last 6 games against Chelsea, we've drawn 5 and lost 1 in the Premier League. Chelsea have lost just 2 of their last 11 Premier League away games against Liverpool, winning 3 and drawing 6, with those defeats coming consecutively in April 2019 and July 2020. Chelsea have won 18 Premier League games against teams starting the day on the top of the table, more than any other side. Again, I did mention Chelsea are the biggest party poopers in the league, no matter where they are, in what position, and we have to be wary of that as a team. And this, obviously, this is more than any other side in the competition's history. However, they are winless in their last 4 of such games against Liverpool, drawing 1 and losing 3, and beating them 2-0 at Anfield under Jose Mourinho in April 2014, as we would obviously remember. Liverpool have won their last 3 Premier League games, beating Newcastle 4-2 and Bournemouth 4-0 in their last 2. The Reds have won 3 consecutive league games, whilst netting 4+ goals each time in November / moving into December in 2021. Chelsea have won each of their last 3 Premier League games, as many as their previous 10 beforehand, drawing 2 and losing 5. Mauricio Pochettino could become the first Chelsea manager to win 4 successive league matches with the club since Thomas Tuchel from January to March 2022. So look, I mean, that's not a massive jump. They had Tuchel, then they had Potter. So it's not that, it's not beyond the realms of possibility. Of course, you've got Lampard squeezed in there. However, Pochettino's starting to potentially turn it around at Chelsea. And look, if they have a good finish, it will be interesting. It will be interesting to see what happens. Jurgen Klopp has won 199 of his 317 Premier League games in charge of Liverpool. He would be the 7th manager to reach 200 wins in the competition, with victory in this game making him the 2nd fastest 318 games to reach the milestone after Pep Guardiola 269. Again, just emphasizing the dominance of Klopp in this league, albeit against a very, very good Pep Guardiola and a Man City team that we're not really going to get into. Liverpool have won 19 points from losing positions in the Premier League this season, more than any other side. Indeed, only in 3 different Premier League campaigns have they earned more such points. 22 in 2008/09, 20 in 93/94, and 20 in 21/22. With 7 goals and 7 assists, and we know who we're talking about. Darwin Núñez has been involved in more goals in 20 Premier League appearances this season, 13, than he was in 29 games last term. 12 goals, 12 obviously Premier League goal involvements with 9 goals and 3 assists. 4 of his 7 goals this season have been the winner, with no player netting more winning goals so far this team. That's mad. I don't know whether, when I saw that stat, I was actually mad. He's won more winning goals than any player this season. Is this at Liverpool or is this in the actual league? That's what I want to know. And I think that's a very, very important stat. And hey, honestly, I know Honesty's probably smiling right now from me reading that stat. That's something to obviously go and chat about in the office, in the playground, wherever we're watching this. Since October 7th, 2023, when he netted his first Premier League goal against Burnley, only Mohamed Salah has scored more Premier League goals than Chelsea forward Cole Palmer. 4 of Palmer's 9 strikes have been the winner, with no player netting more winning goals so far this term. So I assume about winning goals, they're talking about Núñez in regards to Liverpool. And look, this is what I want to discuss now. Liverpool obviously have a massive opportunity to go and push on ahead at the table. As we know, Arsenal won their game yesterday, so they moved within 2 points of us at the top. Obviously, we've got a game in hand on them, and I believe City have 2 games in hand against Arsenal. It might be 1. Regardless, they are 2 points behind us right now, so it's a massive opportunity to beat a big team, put a good performance in, especially being at home, and maintain that gap between obviously our rivals City and United and Arsenal. Nonetheless, Chelsea have an opportunity to obviously burst our bubble. Chelsea have an opportunity to go and claim a very, very big win and go on a similar run that we did towards the back end of the season that actually propels them up the league. Now, I'm not alluding to the fact that they will do that. I'm not saying Chelsea are as good as Liverpool. I'm not saying that at all, but it is a possibility. Look, Chelsea play really, really good football. They just struggle to finish, if we're being honest. They dominate a lot of the games that they're in. And, you know, when you're looking at Cole Palmer to be your winner, a player that couldn't really get a game at City, it really just shows the levels of, of City, but not only that, but the levels of, Chelsea at this moment in time. Chelsea at their pomp, Cole Palmer would have probably been an option off the bench and a really good option, maybe a rotational piece, but not their main guy. And as you saw here, for Chelsea, he's scoring the most winning goals out of any player. So that is someone to definitely look out for. And what I wanted to discuss first of all is Cole Palmer the main man for Chelsea? I know it's a very, very, very simple, obviously, argument. But is it Cole Palmer, or can we scratch beneath the surface? Is it someone else that's more important? Is it Noni Madueke potentially? Is it Malo Gusto, who's obviously playing at right back? I know he's had some injuries, but he's a very, very good right back, and people are rating him a lot. Is it Thiago Silva still? Is it the introduction of their new goalkeeper? Replacing obviously Sanchez and playing Petrovic there. That's something I obviously want to discuss. So it'll be very, very interesting to obviously go and see. Definitely, man. Getting into it now, we've got Honesty here saying, in my humble opinion, Chelsea versus Liverpool rivalry has been bigger in the last 10 years compared to Man United versus Liverpool. We went toe-to-toe with them in European Cup finals, also for top 4, but that's my opinion. I definitely agree. Growing up, we faced them more than any other team in the 08, 07, 08 season, 08, 09 season, one of those seasons. So under Benitez, where we essentially had the same kit but in a different color, white Adidas, it was crazy. It was actually crazy. Big up to Pandox in the building. Big up to Hussam at This Is Football. Big up to yourself saying Chelsea will become Brazil 1974 today, as per usual. And this is what happens. And that's the problem with Chelsea. When we're looking at Chelsea, it's so difficult to use footballing logic to go and analyze Liverpool games, because it seems as though, especially now with the news of Klopp coming out, Chelsea are going to just come and they're going to come for smoke. We're going to see a reborn Sterling. We're going to see Cole Palmer at his best. Thiago Silva's going to roll back the years. Malo Gusto is going to be performing like Ivanovic of old, and that's what we're going to be seeing. But I would assume Liverpool, and in terms of the players and the management, the coaches, so Kravitz, Klopp, Linders, Virgil van Dijk, especially the senior players in the squad, they should be expecting that as well. And I expect them to combat that correctly. And if we play to our best ability, we should be able to go and get the job done. The problem is if we start slow, like we have done in certain games, if we let, certain people shoot from outside the box, like Virgil van Dijk against Norwich, it's going to cause some problems because Enzo can hit a shot. Cole Palmer can definitely hit one from distance. They've got players that can really, really hurt us because on paper, they look like they've got a decent young team. They're just not performing to the level, and Pochettino's made some mistakes. So we're definitely going to have to go and see how we combat that. And look, without further ado, I think the best way to get into it now is I'm going to obviously go and give you my 11 or my predicted 11 on what Klopp is going to go and play, or who Klopp is going to go and play against Chelsea. Let's get into it. Guys, make sure we're smashing the like as well, people. Hit those likes. We should easily be on 40 likes off the bat. There we go. So, of course, guys, we're here. This is our starting 11 against Liverpool versus Chelsea. Now, as you can see, I've got 5 players that I've gone and played into this team. Well, obviously, with 6 remaining options. These 5 players, for me, are players currently, due to the form that they're in, due to their status at the team, and due to, Klopp's liking of them, in a certain position. And they're players for me that are definitely starters if they're fit. So there's no injury concerns. Currently, at this moment in time, they are the first names on the team sheet. And that includes, for me, Alisson in goal, Virgil van Dijk and Konate. I think Konate has actually been fantastic this season. I think he started off a bit slow, but since he's come in, after Matip's injury, he's been actually immense. You could argue he's actually been better than Van Dijk in certain performances and keeping us in games. We know about Curtis Jones and the fact that he's a pressing monster. He's probably the most press-resistant midfielder we've got that's available to us. He doesn't lose the ball. He keeps the ball really well, and he has got that bit of quality going forwards as well that we sometimes lacked in previous seasons. And then, of course, McAllister, the signing from Brighton, not someone that I necessarily fancy or enjoy in our team. However, McAllister in recent performances has done fantastically in the 6, and I think he's starting to understand the role a bit better. He gives us something different in comparison to an Endo or a stereotypical type of DM. A DM that a lot of us were expecting Liverpool to go out and sign, especially in the January transfer window, and it's deadline day today. And we know for a fact there's not going to be any movement at all from a Liverpool side or a Liverpool perspective. So McAllister, that's his position, that's his role. He's a starter in that role, and Klopp does enjoy him in there. Klopp's been really kind of waxing lyrical about his performances in that position. So for me, those are the players that definitely start. Now, this is where it gets interesting, and I think every other position now, it's a headache to have. Usually, I'd say it's a good headache to have in regards to who plays, but I guess there's more room for error considering every game now is a must-win game, as we've discussed before in regards to Klopp's obviously imminent departure. So I'm looking at, left back, right back. The options are coming back in centre mid. In this right-hand channel, we've got 3 players that can compete for that position in Elliot, Gravenberch, and a Szoboszlai that's obviously come back from injury. Robertson's coming back from injury, but we know Gomez has played there in recent games. We've had Bradley play here that's been absolutely fantastic. Trent that's come back into the fold. Gomez is an option at this side as well. And of course, up front, without Salah being the banker, usually Salah would always play at right wing, but he's obviously currently out injured. Won't be back to about mid-February with that hamstring twinge. So we're currently rotating 4 players. And look, in Darwin Núñez, Gakpo, Jota, and Luis Diaz, we've got players that can definitely cause harm and score goals. The problem is, I feel like against Chelsea, we're going to have to name the correct starting 11 to start strong. And I think, look, we could still look to the bench. And I know we've been probably the best team in the league, gaining points from losing positions and scoring late goals in games from the 75th minute onwards. No team has scored more. I still want to really see a good performance, and I don't want it to go to that length. I don't want us to have to rely on the bench because, as we know and as we just discussed earlier, Chelsea Liverpool is a fixture that it just amounts to a heck of a lot of draws. 7 draws in the last 7 appearances isn't good enough for me, and I think we need to make sure that we can turn out victors here. So I'm going to go and obviously start to input the players and where I think they're obviously going to go and play. And I'm going to start off with right back. Now, Bradley's been absolutely fantastic. He got 2 assists last time out. in any other circumstance, if we had any other right back, it could have been Kyle Walker, it could have been Reece James, it would have been Malo Gusto, Trippier. It doesn't matter who, and actually, no, Trippier is a different one, but it could have been any one of those standard right backs. And I think Bradley starts. I think Bradley comes into the team. He's been absolutely fantastic. He's got fuller legs. He's got loads of energy. He's overlapping. He provides good balance. He actually holds the width for us, so allows Jota or Gakpo or whoever to play off that right and be able to come inside. But we've got Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now, Trent is the most unique player that currently in world football. It was Bobby at one point. Now we've got Trent that, he's not really a right back in terms of what he offers as a right back. He's more of a midfielder, but then he's not too much of a midfielder. He's more of a winger. He is an anomaly, but he's someone that you have to play in your team because he's a game changer, and we know what Trent can do to defenses, to teams. You know how important he is to Liverpool's system in terms of inverting, instead of being able to go and stretch the play when needed from different angles of the pitch, from playing incisive balls to just attracting plays to him and therefore creating space in the middle for the likes of Jones and McAllister and whoever's up front to drop in the half spaces and pick up the ball. So it'll be very interesting, but I think Trent starts at right back. Left back, again, another interesting one. We've got Tsimikas that's still out. He's still on the road to recovery. Gomez has been absolutely fantastic, but then you look at it and you've got Robertson that's come back after that broken collarbone or fractured collarbone injury, back. Played a couple minutes against Norwich, so that's a really, really good sign from a Liverpool perspective. It means he's back in contention for the squad. And again, in any other season, I'll be desperate to drop Robbo back in. But let's be honest, Gomez has been fantastic. There's an argument to suggest he's been our player of the season. If he scores a goal this season, an important goal as well, if he scores a goal against Chelsea and it's a 1-0 game and we win the game, he's in contention to be player of the season. That's how good Joe Gomez has been. And that's playing in every position, whether that's at centre-back, at right-back, at left-back. And at left-back in recent games, he's looked absolutely fantastic. And again, provides us a bit more solidity and the ability to play a three at the back much more comfortably because by nature, he is a centre-back. So I'd actually go Gomez in this one. I know a lot of you probably would go Gomez as well. And if you wouldn't, let me know, obviously, in the comments, and let me know if you're watching this on a replay, why you potentially play Robertson or someone else at left back. It'd be interesting to go and see. But for me, Joe Gomez plays. As we know, I think McAllister starts in the DM. I think Jones is obviously a banker. And then at the right side of midfield, it's an area where we need to definitely have a look. And we've got three options there. Now, Gravenberch started the game against Norwich and scored a goal. Elliott has played there in recent games with Szoboszlai's injury. Do we look at that spot as interchangeable in terms of who's or personnel, or were we interchanging players because of the fact that Szoboszlai was injured? That's, for me, is where the dynamic is. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm trying to decipher in my head currently. And if I'm being honest, I'm leaning towards the fact that Szoboszlai is a banker. And the reason why it is because he offers us something different in regards to shooting from outside of the box. He's got the great set piece delivery. And it means that you've now got two players on the pitch in Trent and Szoboszlai that can hurt you from set pieces, that can hurt you from long shots, you can't step off them. You have to press. And if you press them, you actually create space for other players, because if you give them time, they're dangerous. I don't think Gravenberch offers us that, even though he did get the goal. And I know statistically he done okay, but I didn't really like his performance against Norwich. And then Elliott, we know he's probably a bit better off the bench, even though he's been great in some games, especially considering Salah's been out and we've had Szoboszlai injured as well. Really, really interesting. But for me, I'm going to go Szoboszlai. I think Szoboszlai, for me, is nailed on for that position. I think that's his position. I think for Klopp, he's just that starter. And this midfield is the midfield that's worked the majority of the times of the season. It's good to go and see this midfield again of Curtis Jones, McAllister, and Szoboszlai, because I think they work really well and they all have different elements of the game that complement each other, especially when you bring in a Trent Alexander-Arnold into the mix when he inverts. I think it looks fantastic. Forward line, and this is where it gets interesting again, one of the forward line is not going to start. And I think I'm going to tell you which one it is now. On the right, I'm going to start Diogo Jota. On the left, I'm going to go Diaz. And up front, I'm going to go Darwin Núñez. Now, the reason why I go with this team, for me, is the fact that Cody Gakpo hasn't been good enough this season. I don't think he was good against Norwich. We saw he missed that goal. Bradley could have had 3 assists. Obviously, he missed that goal. Jota's been in outstanding form, and he actually moved over to the right in what game was that? Against Fulham, where he went and were able to go attack them, and he done really well. Luis Diaz on the left-hand side, I think he's dangerous. He was able to get that assist, that pre-assist to Diaz. Núñez, for me, is obviously going to play, and I think he's going to play down the middle. I don't think he's going to go up against Malo Gusto if he's able to go and play, because it just won't be as... It will be quite easy for Gusto to go and marshal him. I think the forward players will all rotate, so I don't think they will be strong. I think in the game, depending on what's needed, we might have Diaz move to the right, Diogo Jota move to the left, and Núñez stay in the middle. Núñez might move to the left, and Diogo Jota plays on the right. And they will be very, very interchangeable. So it doesn't matter where they necessarily start. But for me, that's the front three that needs to start. I think Gakpo, someone to come off the bench. I think Elliott, we've seen this season off the bench. He's a good player to come and have. And that's how I'm looking at the team, man. I think we need to go as strong as possible. I think we need to go and kind of execute in this game. And I think the partnership of obviously Van Dijk and Konate is obviously becoming really strong. Van Dijk and Gomez, that partnership's already been there from before, but just playing obviously on the left, and we need some continuity there. We know about Trent and Konate. They've got a good relationship. Szoboszlai is obviously back in midfield, which I think he's going to obviously go and play. And Jota, Núñez, and Diaz are actually going to start for me. So that's my starting 11. Let me know if you're watching this on a replay, what you think of that starting 11. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Get your comments in. Make sure we're liking the video as well. How many likes are we actually on now? We are on, please don't tell me we're on 24 likes when there's 45 people in the building. Guys, come on, start liking the video, man. You guys actually, I mean, don't be a bozo. Don't be a bozo. There's 40 of us in the building. Get 40 likes. There should be 42 likes, because I know G's liked it, because I was speaking to him earlier, and I liked it. So that's 2 likes already. We should easily get 38. We should easily be on 40 likes. Easily. Come on, guys. Smash the like if you're watching this. LFC Aaron, the question's on you, bro. It's all on you. Are you getting them to like the video? There we go. LFC Aaron's doing the business. Hit the like button, please, people. We're big up to LFC Aaron. Smash the like. And yeah, that's my starting lineup. Look, we're going to get into it now, and I'm going to see what you guys are saying in regards to it. We got Keep It Real saying, look, bro, Gomez should be in that left back spot. Look, I agree, and that's why I've played him there. We've got DM saying, going to be tense. Chelsea always turn up against us. Hopefully we win for Klopp and show the league we are going for this title. I mean, we're going to have to. I think we're going to have to. Honesty is saying, I want to see Bradley right back, Trent in the 6. Maybe we can play that versus a lower team when we are winning like 3-0. I would like to go and see that. I think we did it, obviously, against Norwich. I'd like to go and see us and start a game like that. No, I'm not talking about like, when we're winning like 3-0. Why not just start that? Why not start it? I don't think that would be too big of a risk. I think Bradley's proven he's competent enough to play as a right back for Liverpool. Big up to Alexander Delos. Honestly saying, I would start Joe Gomez. Bring on Robbo for the last 15 minutes. Robbo needs to build fitness. We've got Alexander Delos saying Robbo looks rusty. The bigger question is, obviously, would Thiago get minutes? Klopp obviously alluded to it. He's still far away. He joined in training, but still nowhere near the first team, so he won't be playing. I don't think he'll be selected at all. Obviously, Honestly, has agreed with my front line in Darwin, Jota, and Diaz. Keep It Real, obviously, expressing again. They all interchange anyway during the game. It doesn't matter where they get put. I definitely agree. Big up to Xavier Tashini saying Thiago Silva versus Darwin Núñez should be the way to go, especially if we could catch them with a high line. The problem is if Chelsea decide to sit back, then it becomes a problem. And I think that's where we still want those runs, and I think that's where Diaz is going to be a bit better. If there's spacing behind, I'd actually play Nunes on the left to make the run from out to in towards Thiago Silva. Big up to Ras Malai saying Conor Bradley is good, but he's not all that. Our fans bigging him up too much. Yeah, he's good, but I think he's competent enough. That's what I mean. Big up to David Gray in the building saying, big up Jerry, real one. LFC for life. Big up to yourself, man. Big up to yourself. Honestly saying, by this rate, Klopp will go and come back in 3 years and still no Thiago. Facts. We got Psychedelic Shaolin saying, we need the W tonight. No more stinking draws. Facts, 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 guys. Make sure we're smashing the like. I agree, man. I agree. It's definitely a game that should win. And look, the team that I've played is one of the strongest teams that we could play. Do you know what I mean? We haven't got everyone available. Bar Salah, that's the team that we've got. And there's actually an argument, as someone actually mentioned here. What's going on here? Someone actually mentioned here. Where is it? I just saw the comment. I'm just trying to make sure I get it out for you guys. There we go. No, that's a question. Where's the question, man? Someone said it. Oh, am I bugging? There we go. Big up to LFC Aaron here saying, question for Jerry. Are we more fluid without Salah? And look, there's an argument that we are probably fluid without Salah. So do you know what I mean? Like, we are a strong outfit currently with or without Salah. I think we're just a good team. And it gives positivity to the fact that if Salah was to leave, we'd still be able to go and get goals, get assists, and other players would step up as they have done. But let's get straight into it now. What I'm going to do, I've never done this before on this channel, but we're actually going to go and do a combined 11 for the team. So I'm going to put my combined 11 now, talk about it. You guys can cook me, grill me, tell me what you think. But this is the team I'd go with if I'm doing a combined 11. Oh, so right back, I think we'll get Malo Gusto. No, I'm joking. Trent, of course, is going at right back. I know Konate's been really good, but I think Thiago Silva has been great, like, for them. This season, he's been one of their better players again. Of course, he can get caught out. Of course, he's lost, but he's still got that ability to be solid. And having Thiago in Silva in there, I'd probably just pip him just over Konate now. But Konate will be better than him next season, or he's better than him now. But out of respect, I'll probably give it to Thiago. We go Virgil at left back, left centre back for me. And then at left back, I'm not going to lie, I'm going Gomez, man. I think Gomez has been absolutely outstanding. Chilwell's been poor. Who else have they got? They've got Cucurella, who's been poor as well. We got Tsimikas and Robertson we can play, but Robertson's been out. Levi Colwell's played at left back. But look, Joe Gomez has been better than Levi Colwell this season. And we were screaming about Colwell. Heck, you could argue Kwanzaa's been better than Levi Colwell. So, boy, some discussions need to be had. But for me, I'm gonna go and click him in there. In the DM role, oof. Who do you, oh. Tricky. It might be this, you know. It might be this team. This might be the team. Who have they got? Noni Madueke's been okay. Enzo should be in there, innit, if we're being honest, isn't it? But based on form, has Enzo been better? Has Enzo been better than McAllister? What do you think? Mac 10. For current game, who's available, Estonian? For current game, who's available? Enzo's been average. That's what I think. He's been average, man. I mean, Makata's been average, but he's been better. I'm going to go Cole Palmer in midfield then. Actually, we can't because Salah's not available. But Szoboszlai has been out as well. I can't even give it to Szoboszlai because he's been out. But I guess it's who's available. It's going to be... I'm just going to go Szoboszlai. On the right wing, I'm going to go Cole Palmer. Jota. And who are we going on the left? Maybe Gallagher. Gallagher's had a good season, isn't it? I think Gallagher's probably had a better, more consistent season. Gallagher's all right. Big up to Tiny. Tiny saying Caicedo's been really good. Nah, has he? Mac 10, Curtis Jones and Gallagher. I think Gallagher's the one. I think that's the right one there. And that left wing, who are we going to play? Is it going to be Nunes or Diaz? Who do you think's had the better season? Who do you think's going to have the better season? That's what I want to know. Only saying Nkunku has been good when he's been fit. Yeah, it's gonna have to be Nunes, man. It's gonna have to be Nunes. 10 goals, 10 assists. No one in the Premier League's done that. Is what it is, and that's the team I'm probably gonna go with if I'm being unbiased. So dominated by Liverpool. We've got Alisson in goal, Trent at right back, Thiago Silva, Virgil van Dijk at the back with Joe Gomez at left back, McAllister in the 6 with Gallagher in that 8 role, doing that Henderson role. We've got Curtis Jones in the team. I think he's been fantastic this season, really pushing for that one of the Euro spots, if I'm being honest. Cole Palmer on the right wing, he's been immense this season. Obviously, we know Salah is out. Diogo Jota starting, and obviously Darwin Nunes. So that's definitely something. That's my combined 11. Let me know what you think about the combined 11. 11 goals and 10 assists now, JJ. Yes, facts. 11 goals and 10 assists for Darwin. Only saying Nkunku has been good when he's played. At the moment, Darwin, but Diaz is getting back to form. Exactly. Diaz has been pantsed for months till this month. Exactly. So it must be Nunes. So look, this is the team that I'm going with. Let me know if you're watching this on the replay, what you think of this combined 11. Do you agree? Who would you take out? Do you think I'm being biased? Does Malo Gusto deserve to start over Trent? Are you guys looking at Nkunku, thinking he's been better than Nunes? Heck, is Enzo Fernandez, does he deserve to be in the team ahead of someone else? Maybe ahead of McAllister? Please let us know in the comments down below. But look, people, look, it's that time of the show now. It's the score predictions. I'm gonna try to speak it into existence. 2-1 Liverpool. 2-1 Liverpool. Curtis Jones to get the first goal. I think that's where the game's going to be won and lost. Caicedo, the battle between Caicedo, Enzo, and Gallagher versus Szoboszlai, Jones, and McAllister. I think that's where we win it. I think Jones is going to be crucial to that. I think it's a 2-1 Liverpool draw, like Liverpool game. But like I said, the fact that we've drawn so many games, we can't draw. If we draw now, can you imagine the spaces and the narrative surrounding Liverpool? Crazy, man. Alexander De Los saying 3-1. We've got Jin Kazama saying 2-0, Nunes and Jota. Keep It Real saying filming underway of new documentary at LFC. Yes. I've heard about that. Broadcaster starts at the end of the season. Yeah, it wouldn't start now. I mean, Klopp's got to be gone. I think that's why Klopp gave the green light. And yeah, 3-1 for Keep It Real. I'm going 2-1, man. 2-0. If we can beat them 2-0, it will be a fantastic performance. But we've got to look at how, even the first game of the season, how that went, man. I know they were at Stamford Bridge, but boy, we thought we were going to pack them and we didn't. We've got honestly saying 3-1 LFC, Jota, Darwin, and Szoboszlai. For them, Silva header in the 85th minute to make it a bit squeaky bum time. David Gray saying 3-1, LFCJ saying 3-1. Everyone's saying 3-1. I think it's going to be a 2-1. I think it's going to be very, very tight. Very tight. Very, very tight game. Keep it real saying, do you think this is the reason why Klopp is leaving? Nah, I think Klopp's just leaving because he just I think he came to his own decision and realized that actually, yeah, man, I ain't got the minerals for this anymore. And yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. But look, people, that's been the preview for the Chelsea game. Guys, make sure we're smashing a like. I'm going to have one last look. If we're not on 40 likes, you guys are disrespecting the thing, man. You guys are disrespecting the thing. Oh, we're on 40 likes. There you go. There you go. I knew you guys would come through. There you go. All right, cool. Say no more. Say no more. Yeah, so listen, it's definitely something I want to obviously thank you for obviously getting the likes. Make sure we are smashing the like. That's the preview done. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe. It does help the channel grow. If you enjoy the content, if you enjoy seeing my face on screen and me rambling on and waffling about Liverpool and tactics and all that type of stuff, please make sure you subscribe. Make sure you are hitting the notification bell down here, please, because you're going to be staying notified for when the tactics ball comes out. And the tactics ball is going to be popping. It's going to be a Thursday night live tactics board. And heck, you know what? Just for you, man, I'm throwing in. Boy, do I have to do it? Do I have to do it? I think I'm going to have to do it. I'm throwing in a call-in. I'm throwing in a call-in, so it is what it is. That's what we're going to have to do, man. That's what we have to do. Keep your popcorn. Stay ready. Munching that popcorn. See what I mean? Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Munching that popcorn. Well, look, it's been a Jerry James show. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great afternoon. I need to head off and get out of the house. Until next time, people, stay blessed. It's the Jerry James show, and we are out. Peace.